Hello, everybody. Welcome to the GBA Inspire Speaker Series focused on energy oppression. We're so happy to see you all here with us today.
Hey everyone, my name is Alyssa P. Lyon, Communities Director here at the Green Building Alliance. We're so ecstatic to have you today. This is our very first ISS of 2021. Woo, raise the roof, do all the things that make you feel excited. So we are very excited to have you today. We have a robust conversation. We have remarkable speakers lined up. Just along with Leslie's shout out, I also want to shout out our community partners here today. We have some members from the Hazelwood community specifically that we've invited here as a part of our neighborhood preservation programming. I'm really glad to have you guys in the room to talk more about these issues and bring them back to your community as community leaders. Also want to thank RTP for showing up and all the people that were invited from their community to attend this event today. We're so excited to have you here. Throughout COVID-19, of course, it's rocked everyone's system, it's rocked everyone's sphere, it's rocked everyone's world. So we wanted to talk about our ISS topics through the lens of systems, through the lens of oppression, and also talk about what can be inspiring that comes out of these systems. Talk about the justice, talk about the inclusion of what's happening. And so as we've seen throughout the year, people have succumbed to our political system, their financial system, their school system, their home system. And we want to talk about who's being burdened by these systems and how we can come together collaboratively to really try to tackle that. Who's better going to speak about that? Our keynote speaker, Diana Hernandez. Want to thank our speakers for being here today. So we want to jump right into it. Diana Hernandez out of Columbia University focuses her work on social and environmental determinants of health. Her community-oriented research examines the intersections between the built environment, poverty, equity, and health with a particular emphasis on energy security. Her research has been published in leading journals, including the American Journal of Public Health, Energy Policy, Public Health Reports, and Energy Research and Social Sciences. At this event, Dr. Hernandez will provide context around our country's energy systems, including how they work and what issues are currently contributing to the oppression of low-income communities and communities in color. Welcome, Diana Hernandez. Looking forward to learning a lot from you today.
Fantastic. I am so delighted and honored to be here today. So I wanted to just kind of demonstrate all of the ways in which we rely on energy day to day, right? It's the refrigeration, it's the cooling, it's the heating, it's the cooking, lighting, it's the use of medical equipment, it's the use of electronic devices, including that which we are using to communicate today, our cell phones, our computers. And yet, just like any other resource that is limited and cost dependent, it represents a hardship for many. And what I have kind of come to describe this as is energy insecurity.
Current and future generations in this country and around the world, it is important for us to do everything we can. It is especially important to work for light, love, unity, and climate justice, and to stand up together against hate, division, and racism. Our collective effort is to embrace each other in mutual respect, not turning our backs to those who are marginalized and vulnerable. Next, please. Prophet Muhammad, God's peace and blessings be upon him, is reported to have said, if doomsday is about to take place, while any one of us has a tree sapling in our hand, which we can cultivate, then cultivate it, for we will be rewarded. This message of active hope and deep courage inspires me. Personally, I strive to seek the light in the midst of every dark and difficult situation, including this time of climate disruption.
I was heartened to see this photo in Diana's presentation. I love this photo. I actually took this photo. Thousands of people we mobilized to come out to public hearings to share their stories with the commission. And I'll just tell you briefly that these three women right here were amazing. This is a public hearing in Long Beach. the woman on the right with the child, she just tagged along because her cousin was one of the organizers. And I asked her, I said, what does it mean to you for your utility bill to increase by $30 a month? And she didn't want to talk. She said, I'm not talking, I'm not getting up and giving public comment. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. And I just kind of sat with her and said, just tell me what it means. Tell me what it means for your cute little girl right there in the picture, for your bill to go up $30 a month, because that's what Edison was asking for. And she just clammed up and she wouldn't say anything. And I understand, because I get really nervous when I public speak too. And she mustered up the courage to get up there. And she shared this story about having been removed from a home as a foster child because her foster parents' electricity had been shut off when she was a child. And she just made this amazing emotional plea for her own child, really.
We are just so grateful to all three of you for sharing your stories and your research and your data with us today, and really for leaving us with some possible solutions, ideas, resources, and absolutely that hope that we need. So thank you so much to all of you and to our audience. And to Alyssa for doing a great job moderating this discussion. So we'll keep this Zoom open for a little while longer, and then we'll say goodbye here in a few minutes. So thank you, everybody.
Thank you, everyone's really excited about our speakers. So thank you guys for joining us. Thanks, Leslie.